Meghan Markle is commemorating her wedding anniversary to Prince Harry in a royal way, unveiling up-close and personal, never-before-seen photos from their ceremony, giving fans an intimate peek inside the couple's big day 8 years later. In a carousel of photos posted to her Instagram May 18th, the Duchess of Sussex sharing with her followers these intimate snaps of her big day with Prince Harry, including photos from before and after the ceremony, like this one of Prince Harry admiring his wife's bouquet, and this one of Meghan holding hands with her doting mother, Doria Raglan, as well as this sweet photo of the happy couple embracing. The photos taken by photog Chris Allerton also show EGOT King Elton John performing during the ceremony and show an excited Prince Harry giving what appears to be a toast to the crowd before kissing his bride once again. Meghan and Harry were married May 18, 2018 in a ceremony at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. They share 2 kiddos, Prince Archie, who recently turned 7 on May 6th, and Princess Lilibet, who turns 5 in June. Their sweet kiddos also getting in on the anniversary fun in an Instagram vid shared to Meghan's stories May 19th, celebrating and singing along with their parents and eating some lemon elderflower cake.
Happy anniversary to
and Papa! Harry and Meghan, what do you think of their anniversary celebrations? Cute or cringe? 02078622222 is the number. It was the couple's 8th wedding anniversary yesterday, as you probably found out. And it ended up being a somewhat public celebration after Meghan shared photos from their nuptials on social media, as well as a rather unconventional anniversary gift from Harry.
Oh my god! This is when Mama and Papa, when we got engaged, we had a party with all of our friends and we said everyone wore an animal onesie and we were penguins. We were penguins because we're together for life.
That's right, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex dressed in penguin onesies at a 2017 engagement celebration. There was also a recreation of their wedding cake. Now, you may think this is all rather sweet, but some critics, like the Daily Mail's Jan Moyer, whose column you just saw, suggested the only reason they released all of this is just because the Sussexes have left to sell. All they have to sell is themselves. That's what she says. Let's go to Afia, because I know you champion Meghan all the time.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love love, right? So I post about, anniversaries and wedding celebrations because why not? It's my social media and I love doing that. I think, when it comes to Harry and Meghan, everybody has an opinion, bizarrely, especially Jan Moyer over at the Daily Mail. I mean, I think good for them. It's Meghan's social media account. She can post whatever she wants, and I think it's lovely, actually, that she's celebrating an 8th wedding anniversary. I think the penguins thing is really cute. Penguins mate for life. Good for them. Like I said, I love love. And I love that people can use social media in a positive way and, give us little updates on their life. I think good for them. And I think, we need to stop really being obsessed with the Sussexes.
But of course, it's hard to stop being obsessed with them if they release an absolute slew of photographs that no one's ever seen before. So obviously they're going to get attention. And there's one of them really deeply snogging at their own wedding ceremony that people haven't seen before. Then there's this whole thing about the penguins. And also, I don't want to, burst their bubble. And I agree with you. Love is a lovely thing. And it's great to get to your 8th wedding anniversary. It's fantastic. And I wouldn't want to detract from it in any way. But did you feel that maybe it was a little staged, that little bit that we just saw, because Meghan happens conveniently to be holding the photograph of the two of them dressed as penguins, which you think if that happened in real life, your husband suddenly gave you a penguin statue, you think, oh God, where's that picture of the two of us dressed as penguins? And you say to the kids, Daddy and I, we went to a party dressed as penguins. Hang on a minute, I'll go and find it. Then you'd be looking in your tight straw for the picture, which you wouldn't be able to find. You wouldn't just have it there waiting. And so if you did have it there waiting, that means you knew that there was a penguin statue. And therefore the bit where you're going, that bit where you're very shocked to see it, can't really be real because you knew it was there because you're holding the photograph so that you can confirm that you dressed as penguins. You know what I'm saying? It's that there's a difference between a spontaneous thing and a kind of pretend spontaneous thing, I fear.
But this is social media, right? And I think if we sort of pretended that everything we saw on social media was spontaneous, we'd all be lying to ourselves,
That's
wouldn't
also
we?
true.
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah,
And
true,
so
true.
I think, yeah, you know, they made this video, and yes, the picture was there, and yes, the statue was there, and yes, we got the explanation. But literally millions of people do the same thing every single day. I do agree that there will be interest, because yes, we did get behind the scenes pictures we haven't seen before, pictures from their wedding that we haven't seen before, and especially fans of the Sussexes will love that. They'll be like, okay, you know, we're getting all these little details, which I think is great. And, you know, this is the thing about having control over your social media, about what you want to post. This is what Meghan wants to post, and I think good for them and good for her.
I mean, it also could be that Harry gave her the photo along with the statue. It could be that she didn't have to find it, in fairness to them. I don't want to be unfair at all. And I've got nothing against them either. It's just that, James, I think the thing hovering at the back of all of this is their desire for privacy.
Exactly.
So this is where...
Sorry. Let James speak, though.
Sorry.
Yes, you
but
No, I just...
go on then.
James, see, this is the thing, is that there's this narrative that I have to say has been created, that there was an ask for privacy. And this is the thing, that didn't actually happen. At no point did they say, we want privacy. What they said was they wanted to be able to take control of their own narrative, not dissimilar to the way anybody else would. And another prime example...
Hang on one second, I don't want to interrupt you, but we do have Angela on the line in Somerset, and I wouldn't mind hearing what she thinks of it. Spontaneous opinion. Angela, thanks a lot for ringing. What did you think of this post?
Well, I think it's cringe, and I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of theirs at all. I think it's all for attention, publicity, and we just see too much of them. And they're just trying to outdo the royal family all the time. They always seem to post something when the royal family have done something to take attention away from Kate or William. And I just think, you know, they did ask for privacy. They wanted to go away. They wanted to live their own lives. And they're trying to make a royal family in America, which actually America doesn't have a king or a royal family, so they shouldn't be doing that.
And Angela, you don't feel as if you've just attacked love itself? Because Sophia started by saying, I love love, which means if you start saying you didn't like it, it means you don't love love.
Oh, no, I love love. And I probably this particular post is not as bad as some of theirs.
Okay.
But because it is about love, and yes, it is their anniversary,
yeah,
and I'll give them that. But
all right, Angela, thank you. That's fair, and it's nice to hear from you. Thanks for calling, James. What do you think? Seriously,
I think, as you said, it's Meghan's social media, and she can post what she wants. It is their anniversary, so everyone else would be posting about that. So why should they be no different? Right. I do think it was quite set up, as you said. That's just my.
I wondered, yeah.
Well. It might not be, but that's just me being cynical. However, for me, the biggest confusion is 1 minute they want privacy, the next minute they don't. I know you say they didn't ask for privacy, but they essentially did by leaving.
Let's ask Andrea, because she's written in this book, Shameless, you know, about the scrutiny and public having an opinion on you and the press having an opinion on you. And there's one story you tell in the book about they said that you and your husband, I think, wanted to adopt a baby or something. And you said, I checked with the two people who knew, me and him, and we didn't. We, you know, that wasn't true. It just wasn't true. And you know, and I've been through quite a few instances of that myself, where you open the paper, read something about yourself, and you think, hang on, that's not it at all. That's not it. Yeah. Usually it doesn't matter that much. Sometimes it's really absolutely devastating. But what do you feel about that post?
I don't think anything about it. I think it's two people who had a wedding anniversary and posted it on their socials. And I think your social media is a bit like your own kitchen. Right. And you can invite people in to have a chat in your kitchen and have a look around and join in if you like. And if you don't like it in my kitchen, then you're very welcome to go. So I think that if people don't like it, don't look at it. And then I know the pushback to that will be, oh, it's in all the papers. But again, even the papers, they get criticised for whatever they do. Yeah. I personally don't really have a thought either way. I think the penguin looks very cute. But, you know, I think they're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't. Right. If you don't like it, don't look at it.
I got some text from someone I actually know saying, what's that penguin about? I sent that penguin's mate for life. And I thought, why do I have to explain?
Yeah,
Harry's present to Meghan, to somebody. I mean, it is all, we're
all
very much in
nonsense.
their business, aren't
Yeah,
we?
it's
But
nonsense.
there will be people listening saying, well, they won't let us alone. They're always giving us something. There's always a picture of something, the back of a child's head. You know, just when we want to pay attention to our own lives, we have to look at a jar of jam that we don't really want to look at. You know, why don't they just be quiet, some people will say, and pipe down? And others will say, as Sophia says, why shouldn't they post whatever they like? And we don't have to look at it.
And it just didn't seem like it would make sense, and so we went and met for a drink, and then I think very quickly into that we said, well, what are we doing tomorrow? We should meet again.
What are we doing tomorrow? Let's meet again. And then it was like, right, diaries. We need to get the diaries out and find out how we're going to make this work, because I was off to Africa for a month. She was working, and we just said, right, where's the gap? Meghan and I met over Instagram. I was scrolling through my feed, and someone who was a friend had this video of the two of them. It was like a Snapchat.
Oh gosh, just that whole thing. It started like dog ears.
Dog ears. And
That's what he saw of me.
my God. I watched the video several times, then forced myself to put down the phone. Then picked it up again, watched the video again. I'd travelled the world from top to bottom, literally. I'd hopscotched the continents. I'd met hundreds of thousands of people. I'd crossed paths with a ludicrously large cross-section of the planet's 7 billion residents. For 32 years, I'd watched a conveyor belt of faces pass by, and only a handful ever made me look twice. This woman stopped the conveyor belt. This woman smashed the conveyor belt to bits. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful. Why should beauty feel like a punch in the throat? Does it have something to do with our innate human longing for order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry, and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty. I'd just come back from a trip with Pa, Willie and Kate to France, where we'd marked the anniversary of the Battle of the Somme, honoured the British dead. And I'd read off.
Couldn't do it, but looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have taken the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong.
A tirade to remind everyone that it's her wedding anniversary to Prince Harry. And let me put it this way to you, she probably regrets releasing this clip on Instagram. Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah. Let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Meghan Markle has continued on her tirade to remind everyone that it's her wedding anniversary to Prince Harry. Yeah, it's not good enough for her to monetize her wedding anniversary with that awful candle a couple of months back. No, she needs to now bombard us with pictures and clips. And let me put it this way to you. She probably regrets releasing this clip. Now, for those in the back and those that have been living under a rock, it's less than 15 seconds long. Let me show you the clip that has sparked all this controversy off. Here we go.
Happy anniversary to
and Papa. I love you.
Blow them. No. Blow them.
Yay!
Yeah!
Yeah. So, Meghan is filming, it seems, this whole situation right now. So it's already seeming like it's a very performative, very much a set-up situation, right? Hazza comes in, happy anniversary to Mama. You don't then say, and me, and Papa. No. It's all about Megsy, right? Megsy had to come in and be like, no, and Papa as well. Because she knows she would get absolutely roasted if it was just left to happy anniversary to Mama, and then that would be it, right? And then the other thing that kind of gives me a little bit of the ick here is, let's put it this way. By all accounts, this is their 8th wedding anniversary, right? Why are there only 4 candles on the cake? I'm just asking for a friend here. The children are in the background. Of course, we don't see them at all. But these are just some, right, of the mistakes that I see in this clip. And I'm like, she probably regrets releasing this clip. Because it's so creepy. And it is full of mistakes. This is not at all moving the needle for Hazza and Megsy. It's not making them relatable. It's not making them likeable at all. It's definitely not making us trust them even more. If anything, we've got more questions with this. They don't answer anything. Now, let's get to some of the internet reactions here. So, thanks to Hilltop Jennifer for actually sharing that clip I just showed you on X. She says the expected clapback and latest desperate cringe video from Montecito has just dropped, and there's so much to unpack. Firstly, you can hear the children because, of course, they must have the children, right? Got to remind everyone they're a family. They've got 2 little children, a prince and a princess. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all right. Why not remind us that you also have children when you go on holiday? Right? Or go away for like a week or whatever to a country for your fake royal tours. Why don't you bring the kids along then? Just asking for a friend, right? Then Harry looks like he's in a hostage situation and being forced to perform while presenting Mama with what weirdly looks like a birthday cake on their wedding anniversary. Like I said before, when you watch that clip, it certainly looks like it's performative. It really does. It looks fake. It looks fake as hell. And Megsy's the one that's filming it. Note the perfectly positioned handbag on the kitchen bench. Yeah, because you gotta merch. Yes, work. Merch. I mean, she's the freaking bed. This is a woman that has that literally merged the clothes off of her damn back when she visited Bondi Beach. As far as I'm concerned, she has no scruples whatsoever. At all. Then we get an eyeful of an already unwrapped hideous penguin sculpture and are subjected to Meg's obligatory fake crazy woman squeal. Which, yeah, there's another clip where, you know, she squeals at the sight of this penguin, this, that, and the other, and there's a picture to the side that's carefully placed so you can see it, right? Of Hazza and Megsy wearing these penguin suits, right? So everyone knows the importance of why she's squealing at this penguin statue, monument thing, whatever, that she's got for a wedding anniversary. Note the lit as ever candle. Merched and perfectly positioned in shot. Again, she's got a merch. And so, yeah, the whole thing is cringe, staged, performative, and weird as hell. Literally the embodiment of what Harry and Meghan have become. It's all so very sad. I like it when she says, though, I'm just thankful the penguin wasn't dripping in raspberry spread and covered in flower sprinkles. I bet Megsy thought about doing that. I bet she thought doing about that. I mean, come on, right? Of course. Here we've got Harry and Meghan spare. And here we go. A little bit more clarification over this penguin sculpture, this, that, and the other, which you can see in these pictures right here. She 100% photoshopped their faces onto those costumes. So there's a lot of people out there that are thinking that Megsy has made further mistakes by showing this alleged fake photograph of her and Hazza in these penguin costumes. Harry's Meghan Spare says, just look at Harry's hands. They're massive in the pics. We all know he has small girly hands, yet here they look huge, while hers suddenly have actual meat on them. We know her real hands are bony AF. Why even do this? It's straight up high school level fakery. And let me leave you with this final reaction from Nina, aka HRH Back Row Betty, saying that was a video from their 4th anniversary. There are 4 candles on the cake. Like I said earlier on, one of my instant reactions when watching that particular clip is, hang on a minute, this is supposed to be their 8th wedding anniversary, so why are there only 4 candles on the cake? Why are there only 4 candles on the cake? Again, just asking for a friend here. But going around full circle here, not only is Meghan Markle's wedding anniversary clip creepy as hell, but it seems like it is full of mistakes as well. And this is a woman that sources say has a freakishly good eye when it comes to attention for detail. Yeah, all right. So that means I live in a reality where rainbows and butterflies and unicorns shoot out of my backside whenever I fart. Yeah, I can jive with that. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternerd tribe here on YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Steph Alternerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. If you had a chance, right, to be in this clip right here of Megsy's, what would you be doing? What would you be saying in this clip? What would you be doing? I'm interested in your comments, so let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces, and until the next time, you guys, laters.